Hi, Stacy here, Limelight AZ with Limelight AZ. So I've had some strange things happening the last couple of days. Just I have changed the way that I am. I can't say worshiping God. My approach to His feet are different, and I don't know. I don't really want to go to detail explaining what I'm doing or anything like that, just because I think that that's just going to take way too much explanation. But my behavior has changed in trying to acknowledge God and what He's trying to teach me. So my approach to His feet is different, and will, for all intents and purposes, continue to be different. And now, I mean, literally, since the day that my approach has been different, there has been a shift in our environment. It's hard to explain. And I know it sounds somewhat vague. But, I mean, like, for the last year and a half, no joke, it has been one uphill battle after another, and has been very, very rough on our family. Yah has come through and covered us where we needed, but it just seemed like every time we'd get really good news, then the shoe would drop and boom, we are knocked to the ground again. It has been like this for a year and a half, and has been so very frustrating. And after really getting my brain back the last week and a half to 2 weeks, I've really been praying on what God has been trying to show me through all of this, especially through the Lyme, and if my approach at worship or just acknowledging God should be different. And I was really feeling drawn to, yes, it needs to be different and it needs to be more intentional. And not that I was purposely just trying to ignore God or His Word or whatever before, but just that there needed to be a change. And very interesting that I really started the day before yesterday. What is this? Tuesday? So yeah, so it's Sunday. Day before yesterday, really concentrating on my behavior and how I am approaching the feet of God. And just, it's been different. And just ever since the beginning of that, there's been a clear shift in the household. We are being covered in ways that we've not been covered in since a year and a half, 2 years. And I think it's because Yah has been slowly trying to point in this direction for us. And it has finally, I mean, I tend to be somewhat dense sometimes. I think it's finally clicked. Like, I finally have figured it out, and He's covering us again and providing for us in ways that I was not expecting. I mean, even something as strange as money appearing in a bank account for a charge that we didn't know was going to be hitting. Just off the wall stuff that you see when you know that God's hand is at play. And so we are experiencing that again, like we did when we first came to faith. And so it's very interesting. My mom called me this morning and said she had a healing on her arm. And I have zero doubt that this is associated with our obedience to listening to His calling and changing our lives. So, don't know how else to explain it. Just fascinating. And kind of in awe and in shock, and wanted to share. I do believe that all of this stuff is a part of my healing journey with Lyme. And for sure, giving credit where credit is due, which is that I serve an amazing God and it is all powerful and able to do whatever he feels is in the best interest of his children. So, my healing with Lyme is not going to happen without his blessing, and I am really looking forward to continuing to get his blessings. So, just a little blurb. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. So we'll see how this continues to go. It's only been a couple of days, but it's so obvious that he has started to pour on blessings to our family, and it's like I am waiting with bated breath. Like, is this real? Is this going to continue happening, or are we going to hit a dry period here, like right away, like we've been dealing with for the last year and a half, because it wasn't quite what I thought it was. I guess we'll find out. So anyways, thanks for listening. Subscribe at the bottom if you haven't already. Talk to you later. Bye.